Welcome, student. Now we'll be discussing on the part 4 of this chapter 14, which is on statistics. On the last class we have discussed up to number 14, and now here we'll be discussing with the problem number 15. The table given here in this problem 15, the class interval from 50 to 70 is 18, number of students 18. From 70 to 90 is 12, 90 to 110 is 13, 110 to 130 is 27, 130 to 150 is 8, 150 to 170 is 22. Okay, we have to find out the mean of the given table. So in order to find out the mean, we have to prepare first a table from the given data. For the class interval and frequency, we'll just copy from the given table itself. From 50 to 70 is 18, 70 to 90 is 12, 90 to 110 13, and so on. And for the class mark, what is class mark? Is the mid value of a class interval. From 50 up to 70, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, this means 60 is the midpoint. 70 to 80, 80 to 90, this means 80 is the mid value. Same thing up to 150 to 170, the mid value is 160. Okay, out of this we will consider the mean to be 100. 60 up to 160, we'll consider the mean to be mean to be 100. Okay, we'll consider this assume mean to be 100 and while calculating using with the formula for finding the mean, we'll get the accurate mean. This is the assumed mean. You'll just take 100 to be the assumed mean. Okay, now once we take this A, we'll find out the deviation. Deviation is di is given by xi minus a. What is xi? Is the class mark. A, what is a? A is the assumed mean that we have already taken to be 100. Now xi is 60 minus a, this means minus by 100. 60 minus 100, you will get 40, which is greater, plus minus minus, this means you will get minus 40. 80 minus by 100, you will get minus 20. 100 minus 100 is 0. 120 minus by 100 is 20. 140 minus by 100, 40. 160 minus by 100 is 60. Now this is the step deviation method. We have to find out with ui. What is ui? Ui is di divided by h. Di is the deviation, and what is h? H is the width of a class interval. From 50 to 70, what is the width? 20, isn't it? 50 to 70 is 20, 70 to 90 20, 90 to 110 is 20. In all this given class interval, the width is the same, that is 20. Now this value of minus 40 divided by 20, you will get minus 2. Minus 20 divided by 20, you will get minus 1. 0 divided by 20 is 0. 20 divided by 20 is 1. 40 divided by 20 is 2. 60 divided by 20, it is 3. Now the product, the last column is for the product of fi and ui. What is fi? Frequency. What is ui? Ui is deviation divided by width of a class interval. Now 18 divided by minus 2, you will get minus. 18 by 2, you will get divide is multiply. 18 multiply 2 is 36, that is minus 36. 1 multiply 12 is 12, is minus 12. 0 multiply 13 is 0. 1 multiply 27, 27. 2 multiply 8, 16. 3 multiply 22 is 66. Now this sum, we have to find out the sum of the frequency and the sum of this product Fi Ui. The sum of frequency, find you add this value 18 plus 12, 13 plus 27 plus 8 and 22, you'll get to be 100. And adding here also the product of this minus 36, first what you'll do, you'll add all the positive values and then add the negative values, subtract these two, you'll get the summation of Fiui. Here I've calculated for you, we are getting 61 as the summation of the product of Ui, Fiui. Okay, next here we have H is the width of class interval, which is 20. A is the assumed mean that we have already taken to be 100. Okay, H is equal to width of class interval. Thus the mean will be how much? Mean will be given by this formula, A plus summation of Fiui by divided by summation of Fi multiplied by H. You remember, this is the formula for finding the mean using this step deviation method. Clear? Using the step deviation, this is the formula that we will be using for finding the means by this method. A, what is A? A is the assumed mean, which is 100. Fiui, we are getting 61. Summation of Fi is 100. H is 20. Okay, now 100 plus, here what you'll do, you'll cancel 0 with 0, then you have 261 multiply 2 is 122, divide by 10, you'll get 2.2. 122 divided by 10, decimal will go to left, that is 12.2. Now adding 100 plus 12.2, we are getting 112.2. Okay, hence the mean is 112.2. Now this this assumed mean we have taken to be 100. We just assume to be 100, but the actual, what is the actual mean? It is 112.2. This mean just more or less near to this assumed mean that we have already taken. See here, from 60 to 160, 60 to 160, the mean is 112.2. If you choose from here, is 80 is very less to 112. 120 also bit more than this, but 100 is more or less nearer to this. Okay, nearer to you. For this assumed mean, there is no hard and fast rule that you should which one should you take. You should take either you can take assumed mean to be 100 or you can assume 120. Whichever you are taking, you can take the value of A. Okay, it's not that you can only take 100 or you can only take 120, but whichever you think it is the mean between 160 to between 60 to 160, you can choose from this given from this data from here. Okay, you can either choose 100 or you can choose 120, but on actual calculation you'll get the same value of 112.2. okay, no matter how which one you take as the assumed mean, but on doing the calculation you'll get exactly the same thing or the same value, which is 112.2. 2. Now next to the number 16, we'll find using the same method, that is the step deviation method. Now this here also, what we'll do, we'll the first row and second row, you will prepare a table by making in this way. That is, in the first row, you'll in the class interval, you'll take is as the first column. The number of students, which is the frequency, you'll take as the second column. Class mark is the same thing. You have to find out the mid value of a class interval. From 0 to 50 is 17, 50 to 100 is 35, 100 to 150 43, and so on till 24. Now the mid value of 0 to 50, what it should be. If you are not sure what will be the mid value, what you'll do, you'll add the lower limit plus upper limit. 0 plus 50, it is 50, divide by 2, it is 25. Okay, 50 to 100, it is 75, 50 to 100, it is 75. But if you are not sure, you can, what you'll do, you'll add 100 plus 50, which is 150, and then divide by 2, you'll get 75. The same thing with all the remaining class interval. The mid value of the class mark of this corresponding class interval I've shown you here. Now out of this value that we have got for the class mark, we'll choose anyone to be the assumed mean. Let us take to be A to be 125. Now once we assume A to be 125, now we'll find out the deviation, which is xi minus A. That means 25 minus 125. Okay, now which is greater, plus minus? Definitely minus is greater. You will get a negative value. 125 minus 25 is 100, sign will be minus. 75 minus 125, you will get minus 50. 125 minus 125 is 0. 175, here you will get plus, because xi is a bigger value, A is smaller. 175 minus 125, we are getting 50. 225 minus 125, 100. 175 minus 125 is 150. Okay, now to find the value of ui, we have to find out the width of class interval. How to find the width of class interval? Upper limit minus lower limit. 50 minus 0, 50. 100 minus 50, 50. 150 minus 100, 50. In all the cases, you will get 50 as the width of a class interval, isn't it? Therefore, the value of ui is di divided by h, which is the width of class interval, and we have got to be 50. 100 divided by 50, you will get 2 minus 2. 50 divided by 50, you will get 1, minus is there. 0 by 50 is 0. 50 divided by 50 is 1. 100 divided by 50 is 2. 150 divided by 50, it is 3. Now the product of fi and ui, 17 multiply 2, minus is there, 34. 35 multiply 1, minus 35. 43 multiply 0, 4 is 0. 40 multiply 1, 40. 21 multiply 2 is 42, and 24 multiply with 3, it is 72. Now find out the summation of frequency is 180, and summation of fiui, if you find sum here, you will get as 85. What you'll do, first you add 40 plus 42, it is 82. 82 with 72, 154. 154, then minus with the sum of these two. Minus 34 minus 35, that means 69. 154 minus 69, you'll get 85. Okay. Now for finding the means, we'll use with this formula. Mean is equal A plus FIUI by FI multiply H. A, what we have only taken to be 1 to 5, FIUI is 85, and summation of FI is 180 multiplied by H, which is the width of class interval, is 50. Now here also you cancel this 0 with 0, you'll get 85 multiply 5, and then divide by 18, you'll get 23.61, and on adding with 125, you are getting 148.61. Hence the mean is 148.61. Clear? Next, the number 17. The given class interval here is given. Here is the class interval and the number of student. Number of student is we can say as the frequency, is the frequency. From 25 to 29 is 14, 30 to 34 22, 35 to 39 is 16, 40 to 44 is 6. Here also I have written as the value here as per the data given in above table. 45 to 49 is 5, 50 to 54 it is 3, 55 to 59 it is 4. Okay, now the class mark 25 to 29, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Which is the mid value of this? You add 25 with 29, you will get how much? 54. 54 divided by 2, 27. Okay, 30 plus 34, you will get 64. 64 divided by 2, 32. 35 with 39, you will get 74. 74 divided by 2, 37. 44 with 40 is 84 divided by 2, 42. 45, 49, you will get 94. 94 divided by 2, 47. 50 with 54, you will get 104 divided by 2 is 52. 55, 59, you will get how much? 114 divided by 2, you will get 57. Clear? Now here from 27 up to 57, you assume any value from here to be the assume mean. You can either take 37 or 42, whichever you take. There is no hard and fast rule here to assume. Here I've taken 37. Okay, now di is xi minus a. That means 27 minus 37. Minus is greater, therefore we will get minus 10. 32 minus 37, you will get minus 5. 37 minus 37, 0. 42 minus 37, you will get again 5. 47 minus 37, 10. 52 minus a, 37, 15. 57 minus 37, it is 20. Now we have got the deviation, and we need to find out the value of ui, where ui is equal to di by h. This in this column is the value of di, and h is the width of a class interval. Width you will get by upper limit minus lower limit. 29 minus 25, how much? 4. 34 minus 30, you will get 4. That means in all these given class interval, the width is the same, that is equal to 4. Hence the value of ui will be minus 10 divided by 4, you will get minus 2.5. Minus 5 divided by 4, you do the division, you will get minus 1.25. 0 divided by 4 is 0. 5 divided by 4 again is 1.25. 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. 15 divided by 4 is 3.75. 20 divided by 4 it is 5. Now the product of Fi and this Ui. Plus minus is minus. 2.5 multiply 14, it is 35. Plus minus is minus. 1.25 multiply 22, you are getting 27.5. 0 multiply 16, 0. 1.25 multiply 6, 7.5. 2.5 multiply 5, 12.5. 3.75 multiply 3, 11.25, and 5 multiply 4, it is 20. Sum of frequency, sum of 14, 22, 16, 6, 5, 3 and 4, it is 70. And the sum of FIUI here, it is minus 11.25. You add this all these positive value from 7.5, 12.5, 11.25 and 20, and then subtract by 35 and 27.5, you will get 11.25. Now here what is A? A is 37 you have taken. What is H? H is 4, width of class interval. Summation of Fi is 70. Summation of FIUI is minus 11.25. Now substituting this value in the formula, mean is equal A plus FIUI by Fi multiply H, that is 37 plus minus 11.25 summation of FIUI. Summation of Fi is 70 multiplied by width of cluster interval, which is 4. Then here plus multiply minus is minus. If you multiply 11.25 multiply 4 and then divide by 70, you will get 0.64. Minus is there, but minus plus is minus. 37 you have to minus by 0.64. Here I have shown you 37 minus by 0.64. How you will do the calculation? Since it's 0.64 have 2 decimal place, 37 also you give 2 decimal place. Subtracting these two, you will get 36.36. Hence the mean of the given data is 36.36. okay, the same thing number 18, 19 and 20 also. You have to find the mean by using this method, the step deviation method. You try to do it by yourself following the same way as I've shown to you. I think you'll be able to do it. And next we'll go to the problem number 21. The marks from 0 to 10, the number of students who score is 20. From 10 to 20 is 24, 20 to 30 is 40, 30 to 40 is 36, 40 to 50 is 20. We have to find out the average mark using all the three methods, that is the direct method, the assuming method and the step deviation method. Okay, in the direct method, what you'll do, the marks, which is the class interval, and the number of students, which is the frequency, you'll write as given in the table as per given in the question. From here we need to find out the third column and the fourth column, which is the class mark and the product of xi fi. Okay, the class interval 0 to 10 is 20, 20 to 10 to 20 is 24, 30 to 40, 30 to 40 is 36, 40 to 50 is 20. Now the class mark, what is class mark? Is the mid value of a class interval. 0 to 10 is 5, 10 to 20 is 15, 20 to 30 is 25, and so on. till the last column, the last class interval, 40, 50, it is 45. Okay, now the product of frequency with the class mark, 20 with 5, 100, 24 with 15, 360, 40 with 25 is 1000, 36 with 35, 1260, 20 with 45 is 900. Now the sum of frequency is 140 and the sum of this FIUI is 3620. Now using with the formula for finding the mean by this direct method is simply product of XI by summation of Fi, that is 36320 divided by 140. On dividing, you will get 25.875. Hence the mean or the average mark for the given data is 28.875. Now let us try to find out the average data using the second method, that is the assume mean method. Okay, now here in this by second method, this first column, second column, third column will be the same thing. Okay, first, second, third will be same thing. Different will be there in deviation and the product. Now what is deviation? Deviation is di will be equal to xi minus a. What is a? A, we have to assume any from this class mark. We assume the mean of this class mark from here, any one of them. Let us assume to be 25 is the assumed mean. Now xi, it's 5 minus a is 25, 5 minus 25 is minus 20, 15 minus 25 is minus 10, 25 minus 25 is 0, 35 minus 25 is 10, and 45 minus 25 is 20. Now the product of xi, not xi, is fi with di. 20 with minus 20, minus 400, 24 with minus 10, minus 240, 40 with 0, 0, 36 with 10, 360, 20 with 20, 400. Okay, now summation of frequency is 140 and summation of FIDI is, okay, this 400 cancel because 1 plus 1 minus, 360 minus 240, how much? 120. Okay, now since the assumed mean we have taken to be 25, thus the mean will be a plus FIDI by Fi, that is 25, FIDI is 120 and Fi is 140. Cancelling 0, 0 from here, you will get 12 divided by 14, you will get 0.875. Adding with 25, you are getting 25.875. That means the first, the result from the first method and the second method is the same. You are getting the same mean, 25.875. Okay, let us try with the third method. Are we getting the same value or not? Okay, now this by this third method, like in the second method, the first, second, third, and here the fourth will be the same. First column, second column, class mark is same, deviation also same, but different here is that you have to find the value of ui. How you will get ui? Di divided by h. This value of di divided by h. What is h? H is the width of class interval. 10 minus 0 is 10, 20 minus 10 is 10. In all the class interval, the width is always 10. Therefore, minus 20 divided by 10, minus 2. Minus 10 divided by 10, minus 1. 0 divided by 10 is 0. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 20 divided by 10 is 2. Now, the product will be the frequency with ui. Always, when you find the product, frequency should always be there. See, in the first method, second method, third method also, frequency is always there. Frequency with the first method, Fi with Xi, second method, Fi with Di, The third method is fi with ui. Now fi with ui, 20 with minus 2 minus 40, 24 with minus 1 minus 24, 40 with 0 0, 36 with 1 36, 20 with 2 40. Summation of frequency, you will get the same thing, 140, and the summation of product will be 40 40 cancel, 36 minus 24, it is 12. Isn't it? Here A is 25, H is the width of class interval, which is 10, Fi is 140, summation of Fi ui is 12. Therefore, using the formula for finding the mean will be given by this formula, A plus summation of Fi ui divided by Fi multiplied by H, that is 25, 12 divided by 140 multiply 10, 12 multiply 10 is 120 divided by 140, again you will get 0.875, adding with 25 it is 25.875, hence the mean is 25.875. and here we can conclude that in all the three methods, whether we are finding the mean, the average mark by the first method, second method, or the third method, you will get the same result or the same mean, which is 25.875. What is the difference in all these three methods? The difference is that you will be easy for you to find the summation of this Fi ui, because summation of Fi ui here will be a smaller value. Here summation of I is the same, summation of Fi, that is summation of frequency, you will get the same thing in all the three cases, but summation of Fi ui, it is very less here in the third method. Here we get 12, in the second method you are getting how much, 120, in the first method you are getting 3620. See, okay, Fi is always the same. The difference is that in the product, in the last column, product, you are getting, in the direct method you are getting a value which is bigger, in the assuming method you are getting a smaller value, and the step deviation method a very small value of this last column, which is the product column. But in any case, whether you are following from first method, second method, or third method, the result will be the same. You are getting the same answer. Okay, for the time being we'll stop here and we'll continue it again on the next class. Okay, bye to all of you.